A hug seems simple, but most men have no idea how powerful a hug can be when done right. There are 4 simple things you can do when you hug a woman that will make her want you more. These aren't complicated techniques. They're subtle adjustments that trigger deep psychological responses in women. And when you understand the psychology behind physical touch, you can create attraction in moments that most men completely waste. Today I'm showing you the 4 things to do when you hug a woman to make her feel safe, desired, and attracted to you. And if you want to understand female psychology and attraction at a deeper level, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's break down these 4 simple things. Thing number 1. Pull her in close and hold the hug longer than expected. Most men hug like they're afraid. Quick, light, barely any contact. Like they're hugging their grandmother. That creates zero attraction. When you hug a woman you're interested in, you need to pull her in close. Not aggressively, not desperately, but confidently. Bring her body against yours. Let her feel your chest, your arms around her, your strength. And here's the key. Hold it longer than she expects. Not awkwardly long, but long enough that the hug stops being just polite and starts becoming intimate. Most hugs last 2 seconds. Yours should last 4 to 6 seconds. That extra time changes everything. Here's the psychology. Women feel safety and attraction through physical closeness. When you hold her longer, her body starts releasing oxytocin. That's the bonding hormone. It creates feelings of trust and connection, and it makes her associate you with those warm, safe feelings. The mistake most men make is ending the hug too quickly because they're nervous or unsure. But that makes you seem timid. When you hold the hug with confidence, you show her you're comfortable with physical intimacy, that you're not afraid of her, that you know what you're doing, and that confidence is attractive. Thing number 2. Place one hand on the small of her back and pull her in slightly. This is subtle but incredibly powerful. When you hug her, don't just wrap your arms around her shoulders like you're hugging a friend. Place one hand firmly on the small of her back. That lower back area is intimate. It's personal. And when you touch her there, it signals that this isn't just a friendly hug. The small of the back is one of the most sensitive areas on a woman's body. When you place your hand there with confidence, it creates a physical sensation that she'll remember. Then, as you're holding the hug, pull her in slightly with that hand, not hard. Just a gentle pull that brings her body closer to yours. This creates a feeling of being wanted, of being desired. It tells her that you want her close, that you're not afraid to show it. Here's what this does psychologically. It establishes dominance without being aggressive. It shows leadership. It demonstrates that you're comfortable taking physical initiative, and women respond to that. They want a man who knows how to touch them in ways that feel intentional and confident. Most men are too timid. They hug with their arms only, keeping distance between their bodies. That's polite, but it's not attractive. When you use your hand on her lower back to pull her close, you're breaking that barrier. You're creating real physical connection. Thing number 3. Breathe her in, and let her feel your breath near her neck or ear. This is where you separate yourself from every other man. When you're holding her close, take a slow, deep breath, not obvious, not dramatic, but enough that she can sense it. And position yourself so your breath is near her neck or close to her ear. This area, the neck and ear, is one of the most sensitive zones on a woman's body. When she feels your warm breath there, it triggers something primal. It's intimate. It's sensual. It creates anticipation. Here's the psychology behind this. The neck is vulnerable. When a woman lets you get close to that area, she's trusting you. And when you breathe near it without doing anything more, you create tension, sexual tension. You're showing restraint. You're close enough to kiss her neck, but you're not. You're close enough to whisper something, but you stay silent. That creates curiosity. It makes her wonder what you're thinking, what you're feeling, and that tension is attractive. It makes her want more. Women are drawn to men who can create and hold tension without immediately releasing it. When you breathe her in during a hug, you're doing exactly that. You're showing her you're aware of her, that you're affected by her, but you're controlled enough not to rush anything. And here's a bonus. When you breathe her in, you might catch her scent, her perfume, her hair, and she'll notice that you noticed. That awareness creates intimacy. It makes the moment feel special, like it's just between the two of you. Thing number 4, be the last one to let go. This is the most important one. When the hug is ending, don't be the first to pull away. Let her be the one to create distance. You hold on until she starts to release, then you let go. Not desperately holding on, just relaxed confidence that says you're comfortable being this close to her. This does something powerful psychologically. It shows abundance mentality. It shows you're not rushing. You're not nervous. You're not desperate for the moment to end because you're unsure of yourself. When you're the last to let go, you're demonstrating that you're comfortable in intimate moments, that you can handle closeness without getting awkward or needy. And women notice this. Most men pull away too quickly because they're afraid of being weird or making her uncomfortable. But that reads as insecurity. When you're the last to let go, it communicates confidence. It says you're a man who's comfortable with physical touch and intimacy, and that makes her feel safe exploring more with you. Here's what happens in her mind. She thinks, he's comfortable with me. He's not nervous. He's confident. And confidence is the foundation of attraction. When you can hold a moment of intimacy without flinching, she sees you as someone who can handle more intimate moments in the future. Now let's put all 4 together. When you hug a woman, you pull her in close and hold it longer than expected. You place your hand on the small of her back and pull her in slightly. You breathe her in, letting your breath fall near her neck or ear, and you're the last one to let go. This entire sequence takes maybe 5 to 7 seconds. But in those few seconds, you've created more attraction than most men create in hours of conversation, because you've communicated everything she needs to know about you. You're confident. You're comfortable with your masculinity. You know how to touch her in ways that feel good. You can create and hold tension, and you're not afraid of intimacy. All of that from a hug. Here's what you need to understand. Physical touch is one of the most powerful tools for building attraction, but most men waste it because they're too timid or too aggressive. They either barely touch women, or they touch in ways that feel creepy and desperate. The key is confident, intentional touch. When you hug a woman the way I just described, you're walking that perfect line between respectful and bold. You're not grabbing her inappropriately. You're not being creepy. You're just being a man who knows how to create a moment. And women respond to that. They want a man who can make them feel something, who can create chemistry through simple actions. And a hug, done right, does exactly that. So next time you hug a woman you're interested in, remember these 4 things. Pull her in close and hold it longer. Hand on the small of her back, pull her in slightly. Breathe her in near her neck or ear. Be the last one to let go. Do this, and watch how she responds. You'll see the shift in her energy, the way she looks at you after, the way she finds reasons to be close to you again. Because you've just shown her that you're not like other men. You understand how to make her feel desired. And that's what creates real attraction. If this video opened your eyes to how powerful the right kind of touch can be, drop a comment below. And if you want more insights on female psychology and attraction, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one.